Okay, everybody, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. May have put too many Dokis. Alright. We left off here. With that, I departed the club and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Well, I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I'm gonna go for try. You unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. It was weird. Okay, I'm gonna try to get Natsuki's one, just because I want to try for her route this time. Okay, try out the Fluffy. Dream, sweet, sweet. Joy. Puppy. Candy. Sugar. Doki Doki. Games. Playground. Rainbow. Okay, this one's a bit harder. Maybe shopping. Yep. Sparkle. Qua. Oh, I can never say that right. Oh, this one's very hard. Maybe determination. Oh, nope. Well, it's just one. Hennessy. Chocolate. Math. Strawberry. Flower. Giggle. Lollipop. Okay. Hi again, Maureen. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I'll at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping the promise, Maureen. Hope this is too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst in the literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh god. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I can't read that. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. That's what I think it says. Manga? Or it was either me or manga. I can't tell. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Maureen. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even though I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I happily take the book. I will replace some words that I know for a fact I cannot pronounce. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities to the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. Here, Natsuki uttered an expressed sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Effing ma. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized with someone else? It's just gonna mess it up. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of the things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga and a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait, girls? It's a series I've never heard in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Maureen. Consider this a lesson straight for the literature club. Don't judge a book. In fact, now she pulls out the first volume of Parfait. She's gonna call it Parfait because I think that's what it says, but it's just a weird word. Parfait girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in cover attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Ugh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of the life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, "Eh, you still haven't grown out of that yet?" It makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the ass out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But also, at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped a page. Hold on a second. Ugh. I'll keep for 11 minutes straight. I actually love manga. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Oh my god, that's scary. Oh jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monika reaches in her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give him. She didn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Marine. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. The whole scary black-eyed mouth and dialogue is all in black thing. This happens all over again? Yeah. Okay. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Ooh, hold on. Alright. Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. That's what the point of sharing then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the whole world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss if she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Okay, because Monika will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, cookies can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Decided to humor her with that last comment. I really didn't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Whew. Okay, your area makes long ones. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to me, Coco. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? You're right, it's just there are specific writing habits that usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club will give you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to yourself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright. Give me a second. Yuri talks a lot. Alright. Goes under the light, tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm breaths, breathing air of the present, but living in the past, the light flickers, I flicker back. I am sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Miriam. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Living in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Aye, aye, aye. Monica next. Hi, Maureen. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off with going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Maureen. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Maureen. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So, take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her absolute growth. Her growth. Oh my gosh. Evil words. But hey, some people are into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, I think this one's a little bit different. Yeah, drink first. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. This sounds like, I don't know if it's Monica or someone who has been taken captive and has their eyes burned out and can only hear. They're trying to defend themselves with their ink pen. Wow. Just wow. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Empathy? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something out of the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Oof. Oh my gosh. Phew. Yes, that's everybody. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism of or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Maureen did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Ugh. And Maureen liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... So Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Maureen appreciates my advice more than you appreciate yours. Huh? And how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way, make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs naturally grew a size bigger as soon as Maureen started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities and others like that. Really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy. Biatch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is stretched for someone with your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. What the crap is going on? Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? Static, I don't know what's going on. It's scaring the crap out of me. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful. You might cut yourself in the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do that, don't you? Did you accuse me of cutting myself? What the heck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Maureen hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns to me as she just noticed I was standing here. Maureen, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did... I don't know who... Oh my gosh. What do I do? Monica, you're doing this. I don't like this. I don't like this. What do I choose? I know I'm going for the... I have to choose on the screen. I'm going for her birth this time. But I think that something bad's going to happen if I choose. Oh my gosh. I can't even save! What's happening? Monica, you gonna fix this? Hey Maureen, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. We really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some person I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, you're such a liar, Monica. You had not Sayori killed. If this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'll be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Maureen, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I don't get much of a chance to discuss my book. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Maureen. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Yes, I don't really have a choice, do I? I am sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you understanding. I don't know what just happened. I'm immediately to the poem area. I didn't walk home. I didn't do nothing. Monica and Yuri were talking, and then I'm just here. Okay, we'll figure that out tomorrow in the next video for Doki Doki Literature Club. So I'm gonna end off here. So please leave a like if you like, comment if you wish, and sub for more people. I am out. Bye.